I will actually do this kind of thing daily, like a small lesson on economy every day. It will take only like 5 to 10 minutes of your time. And yeah, I hope we all will enjoy it. And I'm also planning to do a daily meditation every day as well on the morning, in the mornings. Yeah, I think it will be fun. I hope so. Um, okay, 2 minutes to go. I will share my screen. One sec. Yeah. Hmm. Can you see it?
Yeah, we see.
Nice. Okay, I will present. Okay, so let's start. Um, this lesson is the first one in the series and will be mostly introductory. Um, and I decided to start from the basic terminology. So we all want to make good money, and in economics there is a name for us as well, and the name is economical actor. We all are economical actors to a certain extent. Generally, it means someone who wants to earn some cash, and his or its, in case of a company, behavior is driven by the desire of earning cash. The capitalism itself is driven by actors, by us, and the whole idea behind capitalism was actually stated by the arguably first economist, Adam Smith. Here he is, and roughly sounds like this. Economical actors may not want to strive for greater good or betterment of society, but while pursuing their own interest, actors often achieve interest of society more than those who work solely towards betterment of it. And you can see actually the example of Adam Smith himself here on this slide. It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own interest. So we all work our jobs not to make lives of others better, but to gain some money. Lives of others become better because we want some money. We have self-interest, and there is a basic idea like that behind capitalism. So yeah, influence on the world by money and actors are studied by economics in different scopes, and there are mainly two scopes: microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomic study is a study of decisions, or rather allocations of scarce resources made by actors, firms, households, individuals. But to understand what are those resources, let's return to the previous slide. Um, oh no, actually everything is alright. Okay. Scarce resources are basically is something you don't have an infinite amount of, like gold, turf, oil, but also other resources like food or labor. Um, Love, for example, may be infinite resource like love of your mother, but genuinely capitalism systems work with this scarce one. And tomorrow we will have another lesson on scarcity and scarce resources, covering this more in depth. For now, let's return to macro and microeconomics. Um, so microeconomics is about how people decide to allocate, deploy, invest, or use their scarce resources. Why they decide to do it in this way, and so on. Microeconomics studies that. Also, what are the effects of those decisions on their life and generally on the markets and the society? Then there is also macroeconomics, and as the prefix suggests, like macro is the big thing, micro is the small one. And macroeconomics is about aggregate economy. It's a study of millions of individual actors, their decisions, and influence. Questions in macroeconomics often include global questions like what will be consequences of lowering taxes and other questions like that. So yeah, what we often do both in micro and macroeconomics is taking complex philosophical questions, simplifying it, and then generate mathematical models based on them. So for example, on what basis do people act? Based on profit. This is a simplification, simplistic answer to the complex philosophical question. And then, if we assume that people act based on profit, we may generate a mathematical model that describes graphically how it happens. We all need to be very careful with mathematical models, and we will cover them in depth further. And actually, formulas and more ideas we will cover every day with every lesson. But yeah, mathematical models. They are really useful, but may lead to wrong conclusions. And for today, that's the main, how do you say it, terminology you need to know to move forward. I will post a little bit later a link to Twitter, to my post on Twitter with this terminology covered as well, so you wouldn't forget it. And we will do these lessons every day, and every day we will study something new and interesting about economics. So yeah, on that note, I will say thank you very much, y'all. And yeah, it was nice to having you. Thank you. There will be approximately 30 to 35 lessons in total to cover, approximately. Yeah, you're welcome.